everyone. It is the King of Anime podcast with a dying SeaTactics. I'm currently in the middle of dying. It's everybody. Introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Satsuki. Yeah, I'm in good health. That's a good thing.
Good to hear.
I just burped.
All right. Cool. All right, let's talk about Dororo, everybody. Episode 20, the story of the Nui. Not like my innards. They're not new at all. They're innards. Hyakimaru and Dororo battle Saburoda, who, after losing his mother because of his cowardice, helps a demon feed on people. When Hyakimaru defeats the demon, he doesn't get a body part back, and so he goes on the hunt for Daigo. Ooh! Sorry, I just want to add that sound effect in. He cut off his mother's arm. That was sad.
Yeah, just so that he could get away.
He did it on reaction, too.
She's like, help me, and he's like, get off me, bitch, and then he just ran away, and then the other person was just like, the hell is that? Turns around and sees his mother's hands still clinged onto him.
The joke here is, though his mother looks elderly, she's actually just 23.
Help me.
It's hard living back then.
I'm 23 years old.
We're 25. That's life expectancy. Of course, he was 16. Because, anime.
Was he 16?
No, he wasn't. He was however old he was. Well, the beginning of this series, or this episode, rather.
No, you had it right the first time.
We see Taho Maru deal with some famine, some disease going on in his home place, and this shows while he's super evil, he's still he's a villain who has a little bit of shades of gray. He still cares about his people, which actually kind of backs up the continuity of his character, which is a bad guy who is a bad guy because he wants his people to strive.
Can we talk about how much nonsense it was for the guy to... Well, first of all, the guy wanted to, feed these people to him, random people to this monster that killed his mom. And
yeah.
I just kept saying, why?
Yeah.
It just didn't make any sense. Maybe that was... Well, he said it. He's like, if nobody has a mom, then I can't. I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. And then all of a sudden he's like, why aren't you running away? When Hyakimaru was doing his thing, and then he becomes part of it. I don't know. This whole episode just... We're going back to square one again.
Really? I kind of enjoyed this episode. His motivations do seem a little iffy, I guess. Because... why? Yeah, you're right. Why would he help a demon? And my thought process goes to things like, well, maybe he's lost his sanity or whatever, but that's never relayed to the viewer. So I don't know what they're trying to get at here.
Oh no, it's like if you stub your toe on a coffee table. So then everybody that passes that coffee table, you cut off their foot so that nobody can stub their toe. It's like,
right, and
just get rid of the coffee table.
Only an insane person would do that, though, which is where's my line of thinking goes, and I think they should have done that, because I don't know why his character would want that to happen.
I don't either, and yeah, that's why I was kind of meh.
If anything, he has the opposite reason.
Right?
They also, I guess, they kind of showed that flashback of what happened after, where the townspeople all went to go, take out the demon. The demon took them all out, and he kind of, once again, very cowardly, kind of backed off. But also, why did the demon not attack him?
Yeah, that's That's the logic in it all. Maybe I could understand it if it was a demon that's humanoid and can, reason with them. But this demon just seemed like a beast that just went on rampages. So I don't even know how he struck up this deal. Like, did he just politely ask it, like, "Hey, I give you humans, you leave me alone," or what happened? I mean,
Yeah,
at least with the sharks, it made kind of sense because they're sharks, so they stay in the water. It's like whatever, fine. It would make sense why they would need people to, or need someone to lure people in for them. But this was like a lion, tiger, snake, chicken-legged monster.
Yeah,
So
I,
yeah,
I I I agree. As dumb as the Shark Boy arc was, at least it had a story behind it that you could be like, okay, that's stupid, but at least it makes sense. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, just like most episodes of Dororo, besides the Shark Boy arc, I guess there is a couple parts that are kind of like are cool. For example, I like when Dororo gets trapped in the rocks and you think he's gonna die,
Oh my
and
god.
Kakimaru is freaking out and he starts headbutting the rock. I thought that was a cool way to like show how much Dororo means to Hyakimaru. Like he was full on panicking, which is another reason or another thing we've never seen Hyakimaru do, panic.
Yeah.
yeah,
And um I thought the execution was off because what old man freaking guitar player goes over there and takes his little thing and just he's out. It's like he has a sword too. Why didn't he do that as well? Because when I saw that, I was like, he got her out really quick. That was I was waiting for the whole sacrifice and like maybe cutting off her arm or something. What was that one movie? 127 hours.
Oh yeah,
The
no,
one where
the
he gets
Matthew
his
McConaughey one.
not Matthew McConaughey, the other dude, but he gets his hand stuck on the rock and he has to cut his own hand off to escape.
I isn't there one with Matthew McConaughey where he gets stuck in the rock?
Not that I know of. I know it's freaking what's his face from Spider-Man. I can't think of his name right now.
Toby
Harry Os.
Maguire.
No, Harry Osborn.
Oh no, that's who it was then. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. It wasn't Matthew McConaughey. It was that guy.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. But anyway, I was thinking like it was going to be maybe one of those. Like I said, the guy comes over and just saves her like nothing, and I'm just like, okay.
Or what happens to Coral in Walking Dead? Gets her
Yeah.
arm cut off.
Exactly. There was really no, even though they were trying to create that sense of urgency, and yeah, you saw it on his face or whatever. All he could have done was just easily take that knife because it showed it and just go, shoot, you're free.
Made me think. Once again, it's kind of a weakness of this episode. They didn't explain it enough, but as a person who seeks answers to some of these decisions, I immediately thought that maybe because he was panicking, he wasn't thinking straight. But we've never seen Hyakimaru panic, so we don't know how he acts under that pressure. And they didn't properly explain, like, hey, Hyakimaru couldn't, think of this because he was literally
panicking.
headbutting a rock.
Yeah. Well, you got a point there. That's probably what they were going for. I just thought it was weird, is all.
Execution.
Mm-hmm.
Once, like you said, it's all the issue. It's a big issue of Doro's second half. So the execution. It's executed better. Like what happens in Shield Hero. So another a thread, I guess, I know this happened previously in this show, where he feels alive when someone dies. The Saburota guy.
Yep.
That's another occurring thing for these villain bad guys. After he kills Yakimaru, after Yakimaru kills Saburoda, he doesn't get a body part back, which is this is the first time we've ever seen that really happen, where he kills a monster and he doesn't get anything back. And so he somehow lands on that he has to go to Daigo.
Yep. Fuck it. It almost kind of makes me think, why didn't you do that from the beginning? Or not the beginning, but at least the first time that you saw this person and you found that out. Why did you waste your time with all these other monsters and just go, you know what? Let's just go to Daigo.
I think the reason he didn't, once again, this goes back to execution, maybe because that he wasn't ready to take on Daigo, and not only that, but maybe killing Daigo doesn't solve the issue of the demon still being there.
Yeah, maybe.
But none of that is explained.
I feel like with like previous episodes, even though they felt episodic, they were still good. I didn't think this episode was bad or anything like that. It just felt like we used this episode to transition to the main plot, which is to take out Daigo or at least confront him. But it didn't feel like a smooth transition because this had nothing to do with Daigo. Aside from not getting a body part, it doesn't connect at all. It was just kind of like, all right, I didn't get it. All right, let's go to Daigo. Let's do what we should have been doing. And yeah, I hear what C is saying about like why they didn't do it before, but I just feel like, I don't know, this episode to me just didn't relate to the big picture and whatnot. With the episodic episodes before, we didn't really have a big picture in mind, at least yet. Because we didn't have Daigo confront Yakimaru. But after the second core, we basically knew what we had to do, but it felt like with the Sharkboy arc in this episode, it was just like, all right, we got some extra episodes for the season, so let's just mail it in and have these episodes for no reason, really.
Yeah.
Well, I can't really say that about the Sharkboy because we found a treasure there, but I felt like it could have been condensed at least, but I don't know about this one. Yeah.
It always goes back to execution.
It makes me think about Dororo. What they could have done is they could have had the first core, and somewhere in the middle of that first core, that is where you put what was happening in this core. Because I think it would have flowed better. I think people would have been way more accepting. I, for one, would have still disliked the Sharkboy arc, but if we saw this episode, and then, like immediately after, say, the episode where Yakimaru's mom confronts whatever, tries to seppuku, all that stuff. If we saw this right after that, or at least an episode or two after, and then we went into the final big arc that we're going into, I think it would have been a little bit better, because the series is kind of front heavy, I guess.
I definitely agree with that.
I definitely do.
I can't laugh. Anytime we bring up the Sharkboy arc, I just can't stop laughing. Just the name of it, just like thinking like we actually fought sharks, is just like, wow. And then even like this demon, it was, I don't know. I mean, it was intimidating, but I don't get some of these power-ups. I don't.
It felt like this demon belonged way earlier in like the first 5 episodes to me. This felt like Spider Bro tier.
Spider Bro?
Yeah, the spider that ate Hyakimaru's leg when Mio was still alive.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
we're calling them.
That's an old callback.
Yeah, it's a while ago. It's like 5 months ago, or whatever. Yeah, I also feel like as this series kind of goes on, I feel like we're definitely slowing down on Hyakimaru getting back body parts, because if we remember once again, this is an example of this series being front heavy, but in the first half, it felt like every single week there was something. There was a new mystery uncovered about Hyakimaru and his body parts, and to me that was one of the most interesting facets of Dororo, was him experiencing these new body parts for himself, like his nervous system and his hearing or his voice, and we haven't really got much of that in the second half. It's mostly kind of been like, yeah, he got his leg back after Shark Boy ate it or whatever.
He got his he got his pinky toe back. Like
so
very
glad.
small things. You're just like, so glad he got it back.
So glad.
I'm actually glad that you brought that up, because that's something I haven't really been noticing. That that was one of the really good things about Dororo, seeing Hyakimaru get these body parts and seeing him experience new things. But we're headed to the tail end of the series, so I doubt that we're going to have that feel. I mean, the last thing he's going to get is his eyes. Like that much is like clear. Yeah. So we're not really going to see much of him really get to enjoy those things. And I wish we could have just, like, as the series went along, just kept getting the body parts and seeing how he reacts to getting new body parts to becoming more whole. But it hasn't been happening with the second core.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think it's just another example of part 1, core 1, just being so damn good, because that's where they put all the best stuff first.
I definitely think that this show could have been a shorter series. It didn't need to be 24 flipping episodes. It could have, like, if they had more story to tell, and if you really just get rid of all the filler and whatnot, you can easily make this show, I don't know, like 18 episodes long.
Oh, yeah,
and there's
I'd
nothing
love
wrong
that.
with that. There's shows that end on odd numbers all the time. Gurren Lagann's 27, because they felt like if they went a little farther, it would have been too much. But it's odd.
11
Yeah,
episodes.
11. Exactly. Perfect amount. But it's just like, I don't know. They didn't need 20. I feel like they had like a contract or something for 24, and they're like, we need 24 episodes. And they're like, okay. And then they just started. They had an idea of what they wanted to do. They just didn't know how to bring it to an end in the middle. I mean, because now we're entering the end part, and now it's like,
you know what they should have done?
What should they have done?
This would have been way better. One core.
Let's hear this.
One core. And then for the rest of the story, you announce 1 to 3 movies. That's it. Probably don't even need 3 or 2. Maybe just 1. And that's how you end your show. You release a movie. And I think that would have worked for this. I think Mappa could definitely pull it off with the help of Tezuka Productions. I think I don't think we needed this many episodes, to be honest. And I mean, it's I have no doubts that the ending is going to be good, because I feel like every time the main plot is mentioned, I'm like, oh, the main plot. I'm so like interested. Can we get more into that, please? And
I'm getting a tingly sensation.
I get excited when somebody mentions Daigo and Yakimaru's mom, because I'm like, I really want. Can we get back to that? It feels like we've just taken a detour. Feels like, well, just so many things are off, and I don't know why that is. Why this show has had such a hard time. But I mean, we're close to the end, so Not much longer.
So let's kill it.
Well, do you have anything more to say?
We're getting close to the end, so why not just get rid of it? No, I don't have anything else to say about it.
Satsuki.
Nothing.
Huh. Well, I'm gonna pass it for the simple fact that I'm interested to see the ending of the show. I think we've wasted so much time, and any other show, I'd probably kill it straight up. Like if we had another episode like Shark Boy, right, instead of what we had last week, this show would have been gone for sure. But I like last week's episode. This episode's okay. It's got the issues that second half of Doro has had so far, so it's kind of disappointing in that. But I'm interested to see what happens with Daigo and Yakimaru and Tohomaru, and so it's got me there.
One thing I just now remembered since you just said that, I guess the big dude that had the double mace or whatever he survived.
Didn't even notice.
He was there. He was walking around. I'm like, I thought he died. They were like,
oh yeah,
it was one of Zabimaru's. Oh wait, that's not his name.
Zabimaru. Let's call him Zabimaru. I think we can do that.
That's Bleach reference right there. Roar, Zabimaru.
Tahomaru.
Thank you, Tahomaru's bodyguard. He was there, and I went. He didn't die, though he was laying there like a bitch.
So what are you getting, EA?
As much as I really want to get rid of this show, I can't. I'm just I want to see how it ends because I think we're getting to the end now. I swear to God, if there's any more random ass episodes with random characters that we don't care about, then maybe.
Next episode, if stupid shit happens, this show's gone.
Yeah, like if it does another one of those, I ran away from my grandma. I'm just gonna be like, nah, I'm done with it. So I'll pass it. I want to see how it ends, as much as I'm not excited about it.
I feel like, I mean, I've done this before. I'm pretty sure Sia's done it with Slime Daddy. I'm fine with killing this because I can just watch it on my own time. I don't have to watch it weekly, and maybe that'll work better because honestly, just these last couple of episodes have not lived up to the quality that I was associated with Dororo. I literally had this as like my favorite anime for the winter season. That is completely over with. Yeah. So I'm killing it.
All right. Next week, Dororo, you pulling your shit together. You're done. You're out of here. I'm tired of it. No second, third chances, fourth, fifth, sixth, eighth. I know it's not on that many chances, but it's close.
It's like we're their boss, and it's like from Spider-Man 2. It's like, hey man, Peter, you're always late. Deliver these pizzas or you're fired. And then if you Dororo, if you deliver those pizzas late, trust me, you're gonna get fired. That's all I'm gonna say.
So how does the suit feel? It itches in the crotch. Let's talk about One Punch Man.
Woo! One Punch!
Yeah, there
you go.
I thought you were gonna forget for a moment.
I mean, last week was, well, it was fun, but yeah, I almost forgot for a second there. I was like, woo. Wait, it's not woo. It's One Punch.
Wait, I'm not Ric Flair.
Yeah.
One Punch Man, Episode 8. Variety of heroes betray heroes and are turned into demons, seeking power from the monster cells. And when it all seems hope is lost for Suiryu, Saitama comes to the rescue, and he does some stuff. All right. Talk away on One Punch Man.
There wasn't anything at the end. The one time I actually look after the credits, there's nothing.
No, I didn't look this week. I totally forgot.
Well, don't worry. There's nothing. The one time I look, there's nothing. But yeah, I like this episode. Literally, Saitama was only in it at the very end, but everything else was focused on Suiryu and the Dogman and a couple of other characters, and I liked it. I thoroughly enjoyed this one, and it was funny just seeing some of the. It's like, eat these. What is it? Eat these. What did they call them? Demon cells?
Monster cells.
Monster cells.
Eat these monster cells or you'll die. And some people are like, okay. It's like,
they look like demonic version of the fruit from the Tree of Might.
Yeah, they do. They really do. Isn't there like fruit that people eat in One Piece?
Devil fruits.
Devil fruits. Yeah. They were like the very disgusting versions of those. But it was a pretty cool spectacle. You got to see how strong God damn it, I'll get his name right. Suiryu. I just gotta remember Suiryu. But he wasn't a contender against old Big Four Eyes up there. He was flicking him at one point, just breaking his bones.
Yeah, that was brutal. Especially at the end, seeing him kind of just like broken bones, just like calling out for a hero himself who was so strong. Also,
yeah, that was something.
Before he got almost dead, we get to see some of his personality where he looks at this girl and he's like, if I can win and defeat these monsters, will you go on a date with me? And she's like,
Well, that ain't happening. Saitama's gonna get the date now.
I bet Saitama wouldn't even care.
Yeah,
he would not.
He would care if she was like
his fan.
Well, no. He would care if she was like a manager at a grocery store and able to give him like a 5-finger discount or whatever. He'd be like, dude, marry me.
5-finger discount. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm so looking forward. I mean, One Punch Man always goes by so quick for me. Like, you watch it and then you blink your eyes and it's over. So the way that it ended, I'm like, well, I know how the next episode's going to end, but I want to see it now.
It's just a bunch of big punchy men punching each other. It's so fun.
Well, you know what he's going to do. He's going to kill him in one punch.
Or if all the time when Saitama shows up, I'm like, there's gonna like, it just makes me feel like they're gonna like subvert your expectations and something crazy is gonna happen, and he doesn't get to kill anybody in one punch. But man, he's totally gonna kill these guys in one punch.
He is totally, unless Sasuke knows something.
Unless Watchdog Man is like, stop. Don't kill these demons.
Freaking, what is his name? Dogman?
Watchdog Man.
Watchdog Man.
Oh, Watchdog Man. He really is fast. He was barely in this episode, but I mean, I wanted to see more of him. He was just, taking on old Hero Hunter over there and just like, all right, just zip. I was like, damn, he's quick.
So with this episode, I was worried because it was something so minor and so stupid, but it was a line I really loved in the manga, and it came from Tank Top Man, because they're putting things like kind of out of order with the sequence of some of the events, but he said to Moomin Rider when the monsters were attacking the hospital, he said, "Don't try so hard. You're not wearing a tank top." And that line is so fucking stupid. As if like a tank top is supposed to protect you. Mm-hmm. But I love it. Like, I'm so glad that they included that, because I was like like last week I was like, they didn't add it, but they added here.
Yeah, it's one. It's basically like a cheesy one-liner from an action movie. You know, it fits it perfectly.
Something else I wanted to mention was these monster cells. I think I said it last week, but these monster cells improve your strength tremendously. You had Bakuzan, who before he basically admitted that when he seen Suryu fight, he said, "Yo, I couldn't beat you. If we were to fight, you would probably beat. Well, not probably, you would beat me." And then you see him take the monster cells, and then he's able to just demolish Suryu. And that just goes to show you, like, if you are a competent fighter and you take one of these monster cells, you will be a threat to a lot of powerful heroes, A class and above, if you're really that strong. And that kind of like brings out the theory, like, how strong would Suryu be if he took a monster cell? Obviously, he's not going to do it. But that was just like a thought.
Or Saitama.
Yeah,
Saitama would be unstoppable.
I mean, he literally already, like, the monster cells will probably have no benefit to Saitama whatsoever, because he's just a walking god.
And his like internal systems would just destroy it immediately.
Get that shit out of here. You don't need that.
I thought that one dude that had like 2 of those monster cells like passed out and died, and then he's like, "Psych! I got 4 arms." He just came back like it was nothing.
Yeah, that was Bakuzan. That was the hairy guy.
Yeah, because I thought he died, but then he came back, and I was like, "Oh, I guess he didn't die." And then old Four Eyes, he's like, "You can't boss me," and he pretty much did kind of what in season 1 did, what Saitama did to Genos, where he's like, "Come at me with your full power," and he's just like, "Let's get some ramen." Just yeah, you saw how incredibly strong he was.
They also had one thing One Punch Man does is they introduce really strong and important characters so quickly that it just escapes your mind, because they had one monster introduced, Nyan Nyan, the cat monster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, they just do it so kind of casually. If you are not paying attention, he can literally just fly right past you, but he's somebody that's going to be like a threat later on. And that's kind of interesting to me, how they introduce some of these monsters.
That's cool. Yeah. If he has a Pop-Tart body with a rainbow behind him, I'm all for it.
Oh yeah, Neon Cat.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember that meme.
I remember they made so many versions. They made a meth version where he just smoked a lot of meth, and then they just sped it up really fast. And then they made they did a weed version where they was all slow. Meow 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 meow.
They should do an Adderall version.
What would that do?
Be really focused on one note. And just be nyan 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 nyan.
Meow meow meow.
I have nothing really to say about this. It's an every week thing with me. I don't know what to say about One Punch Man. I love it. I want to watch more of it. Fighter men fighting more, please. I don't know.
Right.
Let's fighting love.
Let's fighting love.
There's the meme of Watchdog Man in Q City, because I don't know if they said in this episode, but Watchdog Man doesn't really leave Q City. It's just anytime someone attacks that specific city, they just get demolished. So the meme is like, if you go to Q City, you're getting fucked up. It doesn't matter who you are. But I don't think they really emphasized that in this episode.
It's like entering the Nether in RuneScape. Or is it the wilderness? No, it's the wilderness in
not.
RuneScape. When you enter the wilderness in RuneScape, there's always someone there who will destroy you in like 3 hits.
Well, that's Q City and that's Watchdog, man.
Anything
Damn,
else?
it was something else I wanted to bring up. Fuck. Will I remember it?
Were the proportions
it.
right this time?
Wait. Fubuki wasn't in this episode, was she?
I don't.
I would've remembered that.
The girl
I
with
don't-
the bell on
I
her
don't think
head
so.
was in here.
Oh,
She's got
Lean.
proportions.
And she went.
Yeah.
And she died. All of them are dead.
Are
no,
they
I
dead?
think she's all right.
Nah, they're
Yeah,
dead.
I'm pretty sure they're all right.
No, smushed to a million pieces.
EA has confirmed it. If EA says
Confirmed.
it is confirmed.
Everything else is fake news.
It's true.
The only thing true is One Punch Man.
That's right.
And even then, some of the stuff in One Punch Man is not real.
If there's a monster dead, there's usually a fist left behind Saitama.
Or Genos just taking out a mountain.
Wasn't Genos fighting something and then like he got
Yeah.
whooped and we never saw what he got whooped by?
Yep.
I totally forgot about that. That was
I
like
bet
3
you-
episodes ago.
I bet you it's Unicron. Unicron shows up.
Unicron. Jeez. The freaking massive giant planet-sized transformer came to Earth and nobody saw it.
Nobody saw it. They just didn't look in the sky. That's
I am Orson Welles. And I am Unicron.
Rookie mistake.
I'm going to bring you back as a gun.
never
Yep.
forget.
Transformers the movie podcast coming soon.
Please, I would love that. That'd
You
be
got the
best.
touch. You got the power.
Transformers, the movie is just the best.
It really is.
It's like Transformers, the movie, and then way down the Bumblebee movie, and then even way more down the rest of them.
The second movie with the racist robots and the gold
Oh,
tooth
God.
and
And their
god,
balls?
that was
And they're wrecking balls.
the wrecking balls and they ruined Devastator. Yes.
Bumblebee was good though. I'm glad Bumblebee was as good
I never
as it
saw
was.
it. I never saw it.
It's compared to Transformers, it's like a masterpiece, but
I heard it's got John Cena.
yeah,
so.
it's John Cena's in it. He's like, I'm a ruthless soldier.
Though I couldn't see him.
Oh yeah, well, all you could only hear him, and the camera was just panning all around. Where's John Cena? And you just do 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 do.
I can hear him. It's faint. It's in the distance.
It's like a falali, but you don't see the falali. You just hear
Right.
the falali.
I want to say you don't know the
That's
Falalis.
scary.
You don't know the Falali. But when you hear the Falali, it's too late. You're like, oh shit, it's here.
What are we giving One Punch Man episode 8? I'm passing it because Punching Man.
I'm passing it because punching man.
Nice. What's the reason you're passing it, Satsuki? Because we know you're passing it.
I'm passing it because of Fubuki, even though she wasn't in this episode.
One of us. One
One
of us.
of us.
One of
us.
Speaking of the silent screams of Falali, let's talk about Shield Hero and the not so
Yes.
silent screams of mine. I told you
Yeah.
guys.
Oh,
I told you guys. I said
oh my,
this is the
My-
moment that
my,
you're
my,
all waiting for.
my pants that day was
This is why I picked this show.
for this scene.
For this scene. This
Wow.
one singular episode. It wasn't because of
Does that mean nothing else good happens after this? All right, cool, sweet.
killing it now.
Later, we're killing it now. Later, go out on a high note.
I remember enjoying it afterwards. Though I doubt like when this gets to season 2, which I will probably cover season 2, I doubt it will be anywhere near as good as Naofumi's arc, which is just, this is a poetic ending to Naofumi's character.
Is it so? This is the end of his arc.
Yep, this is the end.
Wow.
No more Naofumi trying to prove himself. This is the end. This is the end.
Don't you have a description of today's episode?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I forgot about that. Episode 21, Naofumi's triumphant return. I feel like we've had this title before. Morelia clears the shield hero of his crimes and sentences Mine and King Melromark to death. But as Mine begs to be spared at the guillotine, Naofumi graciously proposes an alternate solution. The king shall now be known as Trash, and Mine shall be known as Bitch, and her adventuring name, Slut. We did it, everybody.
Yes.
We did it. We did it,
I
Reddit.
like this episode.
I need a
Saucy.
cigarette after this episode.
Satsuki.
This episode was weird though, because it literally just felt like this is how the season is supposed to end. And
Yeah, it's the end of everything, pretty much, in terms of like what Shield Hero is.
damn, still gotta fight Glass, or what's her face?
Glass? Who's Glass?
Glass, the evil
The girl with
lady.
the fan.
Yeah,
Girl. Oh yeah, the one who was like out of the Iron Maiden was like, that was a
she
little
was like, get
kid.
that.
Okay, let's not bring up the Iron Maiden.
She's just like, get that shit out of here. We should appreciate her because she, got that bad animation out of the episode. But I like this episode, of course, because it did two things one thing that I wanted and one thing that needed to happen. And the what I wanted was Mine to stay alive, of course. Personal reasons. But what needed to happen was she needed to get punished. I can't deny that. I'm not gonna act like Mine did nothing wrong. I'm not in that camp. But
hashtag she did nothing wrong.
Now, okay, so if this wasn't set up how it was set up, it would be kind of like, what? With her punishment, it would feel like a cop-out if the queen wasn't family with Mine and the king, because let's face it, they got off light considering what they did, because what they did could have resulted in the Shield hero's death, and they need him because he's like the most competent hero, no doubt. But it wasn't a cop out because what I like that they did in this episode is they showed the queen conflicted with her decision, from her shaking on a balcony when she's talking to Naofumi, and you could just see it that she didn't want to do it, but she was not going to let her personal bias and her connection to Mine and the king affect what needed to be done. And go ahead.
She was gonna beg the Shield Hero.
Yeah.
I had a problem with that. I thought if you were gonna beg the Shield Hero from the beginning, why couldn't you have just said from the beginning, hey, I know I'm gonna reveal that she's a liar and that she did you wrong or whatever, but can you kind of spare her? You didn't have to go to the extreme of like what was gonna happen. She was gonna go ready and turns to Naofumi. Please don't let me do it. You know what I mean? Like that was just going to be an awkward that was going to be an awkward pause. And also she didn't have to do that. She could have just kind of said that from the beginning. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a fun scene to see her begging for her life and whatever, but I just thought that was kind of strange. But that was my only gripe in the episode, was that if you were going to do that from the beginning, you should have just laid that out on the table to kind of just I don't know, so that you didn't have to make no conflict. I don't even know why she did that to begin with.
I'm gonna try to put some logic behind it.
All right.
Morelia didn't do that, maybe because she thought that the shield hero would have wanted them to die, or maybe the shield hero didn't speak up initially, so she didn't think anything was wrong there.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, why would Morelia think the shield hero would have anything to say about this when I think well, okay, so there's the whole Motoyasu thing as well, where Motoyasu and I guess Rin and Itsuki as well, they totally just kind of turn their heads at the whole thing, which kind of it goes to show the character of the shield hero as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Like I said, it's not a huge gripe. I just thought that was kind of strange, but it did lead up to definitely one of the best things that happened this whole season was just give me her chest. I'm gonna because she's a compulsive liar. Let's put the cross on her so that she doesn't lie. So even when she has the thing on her chest, she still lies like it's not there, and it's like, yo, I guess she's a pleasure for pain type person, you know? She just loves getting electrocuted.
I would have just after the first time would have been like, okay, I'm just gonna tell the truth every question.
Right, exactly. Why would you? Why would you do that to yourself? It's like that night you came to me and you said that he tried to rape you. You meant it, right?
Didn't happen.
Oh, didn't happen. Nope. Didn't happen. Nope. Nope. Please get this thing off me, please.
Please wipe this off of my boobs.
And then, the best part, sentence you to death, and then they're both like, "What? Death?" And even Melty's like, "That's a bit extreme, mother." Do you? And I like some of the audience that were like cheering in the stands. They're like, "You killed my son because of this, you bitch." It's like, and then just the priceless look on her face when she turns and looks at Spear Hero, the Spear guy, and is just like, "Please help me." And he just kind of like turns like, "I don't want to be associated with you anymore." And then that face of just, I am so fucked. I am completely dead. There's nothing that's gonna save me. So she goes ahead and begs Naofumi, and it's like, had she not done that, would she have been dead? I bet that's the thing that came through at the end, was her begging for him.
I still think the shield hero would have done it because would have spared her life, because if we go back to when Raftalia was deciding whether to kill that person who captured her and all of her, townspeople and family and friends,
Colonel Sanders?
Yeah, Colonel Sanders. She didn't do it because Naofumi was like, "Hey, I'm the shield hero, bitch." And Raftalia's like, "You're right. You're the shield hero, bitch." And
that's
so she didn't
exactly what they said.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty accurate quote. Also,
yeah, but he should have died.
He should have. But I don't think Raftalia should have done it, because Raftalia is a sweetie. She can't.
Yeah.
She the worst she does is dig trash out of other people's, dig food out of other people's trash.
She's 12 too.
She's also 12, even though she looks like she's in her 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Which is very confusing. Let me tell you.
Naofumi-sama.
Naofumi's like, "Get away from me! You're making me question things."
Stop! You're doing things to my pants, and I don't like it. There's not enough room as there is down there as it is, and
anyway. While we're talking about it, goddamn lollies, get off of me, annoying damn children.
Yes, I will not fall asleep.
He lost a lolly.
Yeah, he lost Melty. Well, did he really lose Melty?
I mean, he has one less lolly in his party than he had yesterday. So, yeah.
Yeah. And apparently she loves him now, even though she's 12.
I think that's kind of. I mean, come on. If you traveled with Naofumi and he was going through all that shit
I'm sorry,
as a
you're asking me
12-year-old,
to...
I'd be like, hell yeah.
No, because I am.
I'm not saying
straight. I'm straight.
Okay.
But as a girl, maybe, who knows? I don't know.
He. And I'm pretty sure any girl would be head over heels.
Yeah, yeah. He treats you like shit and calls you by the wrong name. Yeah.
Girl, listen, those lollies like that. they're glutton for punishment.
Mm-hmm.
There was a cool little throwback to the first episode at the very beginning of this episode, where remember in the first episode we saw the fog around Naofumi, and we saw Raftalia as a little girl with her ball. And in this episode, we saw all of the lollies now, and Raftalia's grown up. And where did her ball go, by the way?
She ate it.
She ate the ball. No. Philo ate the ball.
Oh, that's right. Philo
That
did. She
makes
was
sense.
like, "Oh, it's so good." More balls, please.
Oh, no. No lolly should ever say that.
Those balls are so good.
No, God damn it! Why are you doing this? Oh,
She's the one that wants more balls.
oh God, why?
Can I say? It sounds strange, but I kind of, in a weird way, I kind of respect the king a little. Don't get me wrong; he deserves the name Trash,
Mm-hmm.
but I was actually surprised that he did not lie a single time. He actually believed what he was saying, as wrong as it was. And he kind of accepted it. He didn't. I mean, I don't think he protested, at least in the same way that mine did. I mean, of course, he didn't beg anybody to save him or anything. And I kind of like that. He was just like, no, I did what I did. I'm not going to try to weasel my way out of it. I thought what I was doing was right. So I
It's
kind of
like, sorry, I was gonna say it's like that guy in Game of Thrones season 6 who was part of the Watch where they planned to kill Jon Snow.
yeah, Alistair Thorne.
Thank you.
Thorne.
Yep. He was all he said. If I had a chance to do it again, I would. And now I lost. Now I rest. It's pretty much the same as him in a way, where he's just like he's content with his choice, and he's like, well, here's my fate.
I bet if he had a bunch of lollies, he'd be okay with that as well.
He's apparently prejudiced against the Shield Hero for some reason. Well,
Probably because he has a bunch of lollies, and he's probably a lolicon.
Yeah.
oh my god,
Yeah, he's jealous of the sheer amount of lollies that he has.
He's stuck with mine.
no, bitch.
That's why he's gone insane and he hates the Shield Hero.
That's her name now. It's bitch. And when she goes adventuring, I can just imagine how that goes. She goes into the next town. All right, what can I do you for? Hi, my name's Slut. I'm here to check a room and to get my weapons upgraded. Okay, Slut. Let's.
Okay, Slut. Wait, what? What's your name?
No, you have to say it with a straight face. Okay, Slut. Here's your weapon, Slut. Here's your key, Slut.
Just imagine that. Like, if she goes to a town and saves people, there are going to be kids in the crowds too, and they're going to have to like say, "Thank you, bitch sama. Thank you, slut chum."
Oh, hail, Princess Slut.
Bitch really has turned herself around in season 2.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. This is a good episode.
It was rewarding. I will admit, it was worth suffering through all those philollies just to get to that.
Well, at least, technically, we went out of that with a nice catchphrase. So, I mean, that was enough for me. If we dropped that show or this show, and you still had the philolly scream, okay. We can. Did we Did we get enough of Mine's boobs?
I mean, they were banging
Oh.
up against the guardrail looking thing.
Banging up against the camera, more like.
She was like, "No for me, sama punk, bunk. No for me, bunk, sama." No, not enough.
Okay.
In fact, we needed more.
We need more of her boobs.
We needed her to keep lying so that we could see him more.
It kept falling down the more she lied. Her chest piece, and I was like, "Where is this? Is this gonna? Because this is getting close. Like at this point, we're gonna start seeing some areola soon."
Yep.
Anything.
I was satisfied.
I love this episode. It's one of the best episodes in the show.
Definitely. And then Raftalia calls Nafomi daddy at the end.
Please, Raftalia, do not call me daddy. This season 2 should just be a comedy, like a romantic comedy where Raftalia is trying to like get with Naofumi. Naofumi is like, I am rejecting you each and every time. How do you not see this? Please stop with your advances, you raccoon woman.
Make it like Konosuba. That would be hilarious.
Where do we go after this?
I don't know. I mean, I was thinking the same thing. It's like this was the story. This is the story. What do we do now? He everybody loves him now.
As far as
We
I'm
got
aware,
it ended off with a wave.
Yeah, and then he actually like they team up and they do these really cool power moves together, like a shield, spear, bow combo.
Yeah, and then Slut comes out of nowhere.
Yep, Slut comes out of nowhere and goes, Weisfield.
Yeah, so there's this series goes on for way longer than here, so we could possibly be getting multiple seasons of this show, and that has me confused because I'm like, but you got the show plot done. You've wrapped up like 95% of the show.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I have a feeling. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think it's gonna go the way Sasuke's saying. It's gonna end off with a wave, but then when season 2 starts, it's like, how can you be better than this arc?
Issue.
I don't know where they can go from there. And
I think I haven't. This is what has me worried because this seems to happen in a lot of isekai. A lot of isekai start off really strong. SAO started off pretty strong, and then it went shit.
Fairies.
God, what's another isekai that started off strong and went shit? There's not many of them, but it's a common thing.
Great example.
Sword Art. You know, you can
off like shit.
You can count.
Sword Art Online.
You can count SAO again because the Alicization apparently goes to shit after being really, really good.
That thing's still going on.
Yeah, it's coming back soon. I don't know. I'm gonna watch more of it. I'm making my own mind about it. But yeah, it's gonna happen with Ari Ferretta. Ari Ferretta as well starts off, oh man, this is fucking awesome. This is the best isekai ever made, and it goes quickly and swiftly and with no like warning to the shittiest shit you've ever seen. The Shield Hero, while I don't think it's gonna become a really bad show, I think the worry for me is in the next season when they get around to it. The issue is that it's gonna become an isekai. And I don't want that. I want the rest of this series, if they're going to continue doing it, to be about their adventures and about fighting and stuff and friendship and philo eating people. Eating people. Wow, holy crap.
Wow.
I need to rephrase that. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Philo eating everything.
So you're saying it's going to turn into Inuyasha?
I'd be okay with this. They have to find the jewel shards. And Raftalia gets a collar, and wait.
She tells Nafumi to sit. It's just so. That show. There's an example of a show where it started off really good, then it got into this where they didn't know how to end it, and then, what was his name? I forgot the bad guy's name, like the really bad guy.
Naraku.
Yeah,
Naraku, yes. You saw him every once in a while, but you would see his minions, and you're just like, I don't give a shit about his minions. I just want to, because originally, like, they almost killed him, like Inuyasha and his brother Shishomaru, and then it just turned into, like, he turned into black dust, and you never saw him again. You're like, okay, that's fair. But, yeah.
Well, I mean, they end the series on like a little bit of a romance thing, so they may do that here. Right?
Yeah,
the 12-year-old and the 20-year-old.
They ended it. It was called, what was it? The Final Act, Inuyasha, the Final Act. I never actually saw it.
Yeah, I need to see it because I love Inuyasha, but
I do too. But it's like I felt like that time really passed to where I wanted to see it end, and then they waited all these years to like, oh, we finally made the final act, and it's like, well, I don't care anymore now.
thanks, but no thanks. Yeah, they may do that in the next season where it's like Raftalia, Naofumi, and I don't really need that, but
touch my fox ears.
If they present it in a very tasteful manner and it makes sense, and if it's written really well, I am okay, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah, right on the foxtail.
Damn it. I don't.
Did that really mess you up? I'm sorry.
What? I'm, of course, God, passing this. I mean, yeah, there we go.
I'll pass it too. I don't know where they're gonna go from here, but I'm willing to give it a chance. It's been good to me so far, except for the Falalis. And yeah.
All right, I'm passing it. I want to see Glass. That's the new person I'm going to latch on to for evilness.
What if mine tries to get a revenge?
No, mine.
And then ends up falling in love with Naofumi. Oh God.
No, God, no. No.
No,
I hate when villains don't know when to stay down. Like when Frieza keeps coming back. Mine had her time. It was fun. But it's time to go on the back burner and let other competent villains do stuff.
And then the writer thinks of something. He wakes up from a nightmare and he goes, "I'll have mine take a pill to where she turns into a lolly."
Oh my God.
And then everyone just violently kills themselves.
When she becomes a lolly, she'll become a little bitch.
Okay.
Or a little slut.
Oh God. Don't do it. Please don't do it.
Hey, you're the one that did it.
I think someone said the writer of Shield Hero is a female, so I hope this whole lolly thing is just her wanting to see cute little girls.
That makes it even more interesting because she writes about like somebody, with the fake, sexual assault allegations. I mean, to me, that's just interesting because I wouldn't see them writing about that, but that's not to say they can't. It's just they don't usually do that. I don't think.
Seems a lot of really good shows are written by females. You got Shield Hero, and of course you have the best romance of all time. Satsuki's reading it currently, Domestic Girlfriend.
Hey, I saw that one.
Did you just make that comment?
I'm kidding. Let's talk about Carol and Tuesday, you guys.
Bless you.
Carol and Tuesday, episode 8. All the young dudes. The David Bowie song. Mott the Hoople covered
All
it.
the young dudes.
Carol and Tuesday made it, but now they have to get to the semifinals. But they make it again. They're also confronted by Angela, who hated their performance.
She's just a hater.
This episode started off with a really funny scene where Angela's like talking to her new assistant, and Angela's like, "You have to follow the 3 rules: never talk back, come as soon as I call, endure the situation you're put in, and always respond with yes gladly." And she goes, "That's 3. That's more than
That's
3,
4
right?
rules."
That's 4." And then she's like, it dawns on her, "Oh yes, gladly."
Perfect.
And she's the same voice actress for Yui Hama. I noticed right away. I was like, oh. Sorry, I had to add that. I'm sorry. I'm leaving now. Bye.
I think we're just
Bye-bye.
gathering thoughts.
I think the first thing I want to mention is all right, let's get to the creepy stalker. Cybele?
Oh yeah.
Is that how you say it?
First
yeah.
weird superfan girl.
She apparently liked Tuesday, and
Not what did she call Carol?
Oh God.
It was something very
Fuck.
similar to
Carrie.
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 Yeah, Carrie. Carol's like, "You what? You fucking what? You fucking what? Hold me back, Tuesday. Hold me back."
she calls it.
So yeah, she was just so weird, and because she just meets up with Tuesday, and she's like, "Yo, what's up, Tuesday?" And then she's like, "Can I get a handshake?" Tuesday's just like, "Huh?" And then she does it anyways. And then she's like, "Can I get a hug?" Again, just hugs her. And then she was about to ask for a kiss, and then Carol's like, "Yo, hey,
whoa,
chill
whoa, whoa.
out."
Hey, hey, there's only one ship in this show, and it's with me with Tuesday. So get the hell out.
I don't
Yeah.
think that they'll end up loving each other.
Yeah, I don't think they're headed in that direct. At least it hasn't seemed that way so far. But
I'm telling you, they saw those 2 women making out, and they were like, something awakened inside of them.
And they're loyal.
I mean, it's one of those things where I'm not going to put it past the anime to do it, but it's just so far their relationship has just been pure friendship. I don't
think they
and
will.
this is coming from a man who tries to see Yuri in any situation. Like I'm like Doctor Strange, just with Yuri, just like I'm trying to look for every situation the way it makes sense, but I don't see it here, at least not yet. But yeah, this lady was creepy. But I think she's going to surprise, because I mean she made it here. She's one of the last 8 contestants, so she's got to be talented. But I definitely think there's more to her than what she's showing us, because she just appeared to be like a super fan, but I think there's something more. I just have no idea what it is.
One of my the funniest parts in this show, or in this episode, is when I think it was maybe Tuesday, they announced OG Bulldog, and Tuesday's like, "Who's OG Bulldog?" And OG Bulldog looks at him and gives him like the cutthroat thing. And it just freaks him out.
Or the Undertaker.
Yeah. And then he
Oh my
goes on
God.
stage and he raps in Latin, which is like really cool. And it's so unexpected. You're like, you think he doesn't he start off like kind of rapping a little bit, and you're like, oh man, this guy's gonna.
Well, I mean, he basically tries to, like, he's like, I'm gonna kill everybody. I'm a murderer. I'm a gangster. You know, I sell drugs. I came from the streets. He sings all, and he starts singing opera. It even has like a rap beat to it, and I'm like, oh, that is so funny. I mean, first of all, well, I guess I'll just leave it at that. I'll save something else for later.
Also, the Fire Brothers, which I guess is a reference to every aging rock and roll bands like AC/DC and like
How did they make
ZZ
it
Top.
through the audition?
Yeah, yeah. And they
How
were
did
saying
they
like
make it through?
like screamo metal, and they looked like ZZ Top, and their guitars were shooting fire. And the one guy, who I guess is like a ripoff of Billy Gibbons, he's just like strumming the fire. He's not strumming his guitar. He's strumming the fire coming from his guitar.
those old people were awesome. I mean, they literally almost died giving that performance.
My lumbago.
They're,
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
I love it.
It was funny.
I love the afterwards. The guy's like, "So, how old are you guys?" And he's like, "I can't hear you."
Speak up! I can't hear you, Sonny.
I love it. They're
They
just
were
old and
99 years
senile.
old.
Yeah, 99. Both of them.
So I think it's easy to say that they got 99 problems and the age ain't one. Hit me.
Well, I think age
I
may
mean,
be a
they
problem.
did lose. Yeah. I don't know because they looked like they were almost dead.
Their blood is dust. like they are
Yeah.
at this moment not like their hearts are not beating, but they're just still there because they've been there for so long.
Willpower. It's a beautiful thing.
So I don't know if you caught this, if you caught it in Cowboy Bebop. The first song to not be in English since okay, so in Cowboy Bebop, every song is in English except for one song, technically two, which is the Real Folk Blues, and which is the ending to Cowboy Bebop, the ending song. And there's an alternate version of the Real Folk Blues, which is more stripped back with different vocals. It's called "See You Space Cowboy," which is, it all intents and purposes, it is literally the same thing. That's the only song on that whole OST of Cowboy Bebop that's sung in any other language. Otherwise, it's all English. The only song so far in this to not be sung in English is OG Bulldog, his performance, which is in Latin. Will this be the only song that's not sung in English?
I don't know.
Mariachi band's coming up.
Probably, maybe. Yeah, I'll say probably because most of these songs are in English. So I think OG Bulldog is going to be the outlier in this, or in the music in Carol of Tuesday.
I kind of, the reasons they kicked OG Bulldog off the show, it's kind of dumb in the real world. Just that he lied. It's like, who cares that he fibbed the truth a little bit? You know how many musicians probably fib the truth on so many things that they talk about?
And rappers too. Rappers say that they're from the streets and they got shot 12. What do you say? You got shot 12 times.
Yeah.
And all this other stuff all the time. When really they went to Ivy League. You know, they never happened. They are nice people, but they have to sell an image.
Right. Well, that's what being a rock star is about, right? Like, do you really believe for a second that the people in AC/DC are loud and rambunctious and Angus Young walks around in a schoolboy outfit 24/7? Nah. No, that's an image. That's what rock and roll is, you know? And it doesn't pertain to just rock music, by the way. It's literally every genre. Like a rock star is the same in everything. It's larger in life character. It's the same thing as, watching Game of Thrones.
Oh God, stop.
I love Game of Thrones, even with the ending. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah. So I thought their reasons were kind of dumb. Like, not like in like a story context, like, oh, it's bullshit, they wrote it terribly. Just like, it seems kind of realistic too, because it's a karaoke contest on like a live national, I guess, planetary television show or whatever, and it fit in with the whole that crowd, the karaoke contest people.
I don't know for sure, because I do agree it seemed weird to me, their reasons for passing Carolyn Tuesday and kind of like getting or bashing OG Bulldog, but I think what they were trying to emphasize with exposing him, not being a drug dealer, not being shot, and all of that. I think they were just trying to emphasize like how real Carolyn Tuesday music was, albeit it was plain as they said, which I think
it's bullshit. Best performance.
Yeah, best performance, biased. But wait, I was trying to look at because I think they definitely are going to win their next match because their next match is against that social media guy.
Piotr.
I'm not. Yeah, them.
Sounds like
I'm not too. Go ahead.
Piotr sounds like what is that? Pewter.
Peter Schmidt.
Pewter. Call him Pewter Schmidt.
He's a character. But I think Carolyn Tuesday can beat him. I do think they'll end up losing the finals just from a story standpoint. I don't see why Angela would lose here. But I do think that whole thing of them being plain is going to come back into play at some point or another, where maybe they just try to change their image or something and it doesn't work out. But I feel like that's something just to be noticed.
So the Piotr guy, there is an interesting little line in this where the judges ask him like, "Why are you doing this?" And he's like, "I don't know, to get more followers, I guess, so it makes me feel validated." And I'm like, "Oh my god, this show." Shinichiro Watanabe is so with the times, and he's like, I don't know what, he's like 50 something. He's so with the times that he knows how to put a YouTuber in a state of panic. Because immediately I was like, holy shit, maybe I need to think about some stuff.
Yeah, it was really self-aware. I took a screenshot of that as well because that was something I noticed. I was like, this is something that's like relatable if you're like you say, YouTuber, just some like goddamn, what's the word? Some personality on
influencer.
Twitter or something like that. Yeah, any person like that, you kind of get that perspective.
And it's also like, I don't know, that's how like the internet works though as well. Like you are graded on your followers and the views you get, which is kind of bullshit. But
damn it.
It is, it is a thing. Let's see. God, what else?
Angela.
I love Angela.
Angela walked up to him after their performance of Whispering My Love, which is a great song.
And you guys are horrible. I hated it. You stink and you smell bad, and I hope you die and rot.
Well, Tuesday just goes, well, fuck her too.
Well, fuck you too, half dead motherfucker. Come on, sister.
I liked what their manager. God damn, how am I forgetting his name? Is it Gus? Yeah,
Gus.
Joey.
Yeah, Gus.
Gus Johnson, which is the name of a
Gus.
YouTuber, like a really popular one.
Me.
That's you?
Yeah, I've been lying to you this whole time.
I thought you were Brian.
Etchy Nut says Carolyn Tuesday is an isekai. Now, if we
No,
break
it's
this
not.
down, hold on.
No.
If we break
It's
this
a
down,
battle
I want to
showing
hear
you.
it. La 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 la.
break this down, it does take place in another world.
Yeah,
And-
but they're not transported from another world.
By ship, they are transported to another world.
But they're on Mars.
How do you get to Mars from Earth?
They started from Mars.
Don't question me, EA.
Go with it.
It's an
Fine.
isekai battle
They went on a
shonen.
magic school bus and they made it to Mars.
They did. I'm glad you agree with me finally.
Surfing on a sound wave.
Oh God, it all came back. Everything.
Come on the magic school bus. Rock the river of lava.
Oh.
Octopus in the neighborhood.
Satsuki, we interrupted you. I interrupted you technically. Continue.
Oh, I forgot what I was saying. I think I was like talking about Angela and like liking Angela. Oh, wait. Hold on.
Angela.
Oh yeah. Okay. Gus brought up a point where he said that Angela acknowledged Carol and Tuesday as rivals, and this is something that we've been. I mean, I'm pretty sure like just last week, we were saying how Angela and Carol and Tuesday have never met until this episode, of course. And yeah, I pretty much agree with him about how Angela sees them as rivals, because I'm pretty sure if Angela really hated them and she really thought they were amateurish, she wouldn't bother talking to them, because she's really on a high horse. But
Right.
so I don't. Why would she stoop to walking up to them herself and say, "Well, your music sucks"? I don't think that's how her personality rolls. I feel like she's kind of insecure about herself. That's why she said that to Carol on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm passing it.
I too am passing it. This is one of the best shows of this season, if not this year.
Let's hope this
There's
doesn't.
no way.
Let's hope it doesn't Dororo itself.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't go down that route, I don't think there's no way I'm killing this.
The
I
one
feel
way it can totally kill itself is
Three-way Yuri, Angela, Tuesday, and Carol.
and the other one. Make it a
Jiggy.
quadruple.
Put Jiggy in there.
No, not Jiggy.
It's quintuplets.
No, the other one.
Wait.
The clingy one.
No, Cybele. Cybele.
yes.
Chrysanthemum
her.
or whatever.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. There's that. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. There's that.
And then put Gus in the middle, and he'll have
Oh,
himself a wonderful time.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. They're like 12, so this. All right, Kimetsu no Yaiba. Before we get into Kimetsu no Yaiba, we have to discuss another anime. Taisho Secret,
shit.
Episode 9.
I don't watch these.
Okay.
Me neither. Next.
At Taisho Secret Episode 9, we learn that Yahaba and Susumaru met in the episode prior to this. Also, Nezuko makes a slightly different noise than the one she made in the previous Taisho Secret. Major character development. What are you guys giving Taisho Secret Episode 9? I'm giving us a pass.
I'll give it a A+. Oh,
I give the Pixar balls a pass.
All right. That's a triple pass for the Taisho Secret Episode 9. The fuck?
Wow,
The fuck did I just do?
Did we really just do that?
Kimetsu no Yaiba Episode 9, Tamari Demon and Arrow Demon.
Oh, we're still talking about it. Okay.
A fight of epic proportions happens. Good shit, pal. Let's discuss. This was a fight of epic proportions. Good shit happened.
Yeah, there was Pixar balls flying everywhere. The guy had eyes for his arrows for eyes and hands. It was weird.
That girl had
And-
6 arms.
Yeah, she turned into what's her face from Mortal Kombat.
yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
And what's her tried to go ahead and kick a ball and got her leg kicked up.
Oh, yeah. So this is how you defeat Nezuko. You just take off her leg.
Yeah,
She's done.
And then she'll just
She
doesn't even scream.
She's just
she can't stop herself from kicking shit. They used her her powers against her. She's just like, well, I see the ball. I'm going to kick that shit. Like,
Ooh, the ball.
you're not going to stop me.
This ball looks like a not healthy family. Let me kick it. That's how Nezuko sees everything. If it's not a family, kick it.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Pop it. Kick it.
Oh god,
Twist
damn
it. Pull it. Bop it. Twist it.
Oh god.
Zap it.
Fuck. Oh
Fuck
god damn it. Man, this podcast has been filled with too much nostalgia for the 90s.
I ain't got a problem with that.
Some would say not enough, actually.
I would say not enough. Come on, where's
Blink 182 at?
Well, I want to say where's what's like really 90s?
Snap it to a Slim Jim.
Yeah, that's pretty
Blockbuster? I don't know.
Yeah,
Put this podcast on the
Blockbuster.
VHS.
Yeah, Blockbuster. Going to Blockbuster. Uh-huh.
The Nintendo helpline for stuff.
Nintendo Power. Strategy guides. When you before the internet, kids, where if you wanted to know how to beat GoldenEye, you had to buy the book.
Yeah,
Oh god.
and this is back before games were actually playable as well. So you're playing GoldenEye and you're like, I can't. It's unresponsive. What's going on?
It's funny because like even though the controls were as bad as they were back then, you still played them.
Yeah,
And I can't believe I played it on that controller, a first-person shooter, because I play it now and I'm like, how did I play this?
this is the opposite of good. I don't
'Cause
want this.
I tell anybody this is like one of the greatest first-person shooters, greatest games of all time. I went and I played it the other day, and I'm like, I can't shoot someone who's 2 feet in front of me, and they're shooting me. Anyway,
Yushiro dies in like the first minute of this fight. He gets his head disintegrated, and I'm like, holy shiitake mushrooms.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
And then he turns out he's alive. He has the power to regenerate.
That was funny
Yeah.
seeing him regenerate from the neck up, and he was like, and then he finally spoke the words.
Yep.
His tongue. Oh, it was great.
He didn't have a brain, but he could still speak.
I really like the guy's powers. Arrow guy.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. It's kind of just like Medusa's powers from Soul Eater. She has like almost the exact same thing. I mean, his is more it's more of a defensive thing because he doesn't really use the arrows to like literally attack you. But it was pretty cool. I thought it was kind of unique because you don't really see powers like that. But he got taken out anyways, so it's not like it matters.
You guys? I just had something weird happen.
Uh-oh, you got an erection.
Oh shit.
It's
No.
completely normal. It's
There's
completely
something in
fine.
my pocket.
Give it a little squeeze and say,
Guys.
how do you do?
There was bubbles in my pocket.
Well,
Huh?
I what?
There's like, you know those little containers of bubbles you pull it out and you blow, bubbles come out?
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
aware
know
of
what kind
those.
of fetish you have going on there.
I just found one in my back pocket. I was like, what?
Uh-huh.
Huh? What's going on? What the fuck?
Back pocket. All right.
Wait, doesn't that one chick have like bubble powers or some shit? I don't know.
Bubble. I know what you're talking about. Oh god. Wait, do I? No, I don't. Never mind.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't either. That completely threw me off guard when you said you had bubbles in your back pocket.
I did. I'm looking at it right now. It's weird.
Post
I
it
don't know how
on
I
the
got
chat
there.
or it didn't happen.
I will post it afterwards.
Okay.
So there's some really cool shit in here. Tanjiro uses 7th and 8th form. He uses the 7th form when the ball's coming directly at him, and he says to himself, I'm not fast enough, so I'll make myself fast enough to be able to, so that this ball cannot dodge my attack. And so he uses 7th form, and he slices it clean in half. Or no, he doesn't. He pierces it and he slices a couple others in half. And it doesn't really do much. Just kind of creates more. And then at one point he kicks himself, he gets thrown into the air by that one dude's arrow things. And he's falling and he's like, I have to use the 8th form. And so he uses the waterfall basin, which looks fucking cool. It's just a lot of water just comes out of his sword and just he survives the fall.
That almost sounded dirty the way that you said it.
Man, I tell you what, man. Sometimes
he had a bunch of water coming out of his sword.
Hey man, sometimes you ain't prepared for it and it just water starts coming out your sword. Nothing you can do about it.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Well, it just happened.
Just nothing you can do. And then at the very end, he uses
you guys still there?
Yes. He uses a twisting water
I don't
form.
hear anything.
Oh God. Oh no, EA's dying.
Oh no. Yay! Yeah, he's dead.
Anyways, so at the very end of the episode, to defeat Yahaba, Tangerine is like, I gotta be really quick, really powerful, and even more quick to be able to actually do anything against these people. And so he combines the foot technique of, I think, 7th form and the speed of some other form. Or no, maybe it's the speed of 7th form. I can't remember exactly. But he combines 2 techniques together and then some, and uses that attack to take out Yahaba and behead him.
Yeah. I think animation-wise, this is probably one of my favorite episodes because this fight just looked really good the whole episode.
Yeah. This is another example of UFO Table and they got their people, man. And their people really just know how to make an UFO Table anime. It looks good. And what's even... It always gets to me, like, how is most of their stuff CGI? It just doesn't look like CGI. Like, you read interviews about all the stuff they all on their prior series starting after a certain period of time, and it's mostly CGI. Like, all the backgrounds are CGI, some of the character stuff is CGI. Hey, and even the CG, like the actual CGI, the blocky CGI we always give them crap for, looked really good.
Yeah, I totally agree with that because I noticed it.
That was weird.
Oh shit, he's back.
Oh, EA's
That was
back.
so weird. I don't know what happened. Like, something just totally, like, the internet monster came out of nowhere, like it was an RKO, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, hello, can you guys hear me? Hello, what the hell is going on? Then all of a sudden everything just went dark.
Yeah,
God.
we're talking about how flabbergasting this whole series looks, how great it looks, all the CGI.
But yeah, it does look great. I will admit that. It's wonderful look. What I don't like, I don't know, maybe it's more marketing than it is the show. I think we were kind of talking about it earlier, about how now they have all these toys dedicated to Nezuko, and it's like that's all she says.
I don't think they have toys for Nezuko. I think wasn't what we were talking about. It was Funimation put out a tweet for those not in the know, and they were like, "Who is the best character, Nezuko or Tangerine?" And like, it's just the stupidest tweet you could make, in my opinion, because it's so obvious. And it was like 50-50 in the comments. People were like, Tangerine's boring, and I'm like, the fuck's Nezuko then if he's boring?
She's a mole.
She literally is a mole. She digs a hole and hides in it. That is her character.
I mean, I retweeted that, and I was like, I kind of I had my little rant where I was like, it's obviously Tanjiro because um Nezuko is literally restricted to muffled grunts. That's her character, and she kicks people. Which the kicking people is cool. The fighting is cool. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it has much to do about her character. But I actually got people like just commenting on that post, and they basically told me like I choose Nezuko because she's cute. And I was like, I mean, okay, but I'm talking about character here, not cuteness. We can separate it. I can separate it. Maybe, because maybe I could understand, like, maybe why that would be the reason why they're your favorite character. You don't have to like Tanjiro or anything like that. But if we're just talking about objectively, and there's no real objectively, but if we're talking about who's the better character, I don't see how Nezuko competes with Tanjiro. That's just me.
There's nothing wrong in seeing people like. There's nothing wrong in saying you like Nezuko because, or you think she's your favorite because she's cute and she's a lolly and she's small and kicks people. Whatever. That doesn't really matter, like at the grand scheme of things. But the way it's just like, come on, can we not have like a real discussion, like about like a character for once? It just I don't know.
I guarantee you,
it's frustrating.
She's gonna...
It's not an important topic. It's just really frustrating.
Yeah, I almost guarantee she's gonna have a freaking, what are those chibi dolls made before he does?
Oh,
before Tangerine does.
Oh, they're this series is gonna have millions of little Nindoroids and little action figures and sculptures.
And she's gonna be the first one, and she has zero character.
I guarantee you, they already have some because the manga's been out for a while. But back to this episode.
Sorry.
What do you think, EA, about this show being pretty much majority being all CGI? Does it look CGI to you?
I mean, the parts where you see the people and they're doing the jumps in the stands and whatever, when the arrows are coming after them, yes. But the water effects when he's doing the sword slashing and whatnot, no. I really can't tell.
So, UFO Table, their backgrounds are almost always entirely CGI.
That's crazy.
They have some of the best visual effects to cover up that CGI stuff, and I guess this is kind of like the studio with the best example of CGI. I mean, in terms of pure CGI, I still think Land of the Lustrous is the best.
Yeah, the rock one.
But UFO Table, in terms of its visual effects, it's second to none, in my opinion. Maybe Makoto Shinkai, like his studio.
I can't wait for his next movie.
And I mean, this whole episode was just a big fight. This was even more of a bigger fight than One Punch Man usually is. Oh, there's this cool moment where he gets like Tangerine's arm gets wrapped by that Yahaba, and he's like, oh crap, like he's gonna twist my arm off. So he runs up the tree and does like a spinning back kick thing, and unwinds his whatever his arrow things are. I thought that was so freaking cool.
Yeah, he's a quick thinker. You had to give him that.
That was clever.
Lots of, really in general, lots of clever kind of like animation and way to animate this fight. Like a lot, really good stuff.
I just thought of something. Someone should make a freaking video where kick the baby, don't kick the baby, and Nezuko tries to kick the ball and her leg flies off.
Poor Nezuko. losing leg. Oh yeah, with the Tamayo chick, forgot her name. After her leg gets disintegrated by that ball, she's like, "Here, I'm gonna inject you with this drug, and he'll heal instantly." She's just like,
She injected her full of steroids. She's gonna go ham next episode. Like,
"This is some
"Alright."
anabolic steroids," and she just jumps out, and she's Brock Lesnar.
I'm Money in the Bank.
That's funny. We also see that Susumaru, the girl, she also has nice regenerative abilities where she can do it pretty much instantly.
Yeah.
I have
She's got-
nothing really else to say after that. Do you guys have anything else to say?
She's got pretty eyes.
She's got this most gorgeous eyes, you guys.
I echo that statement. But I wonder how they're going to extract the blood for the research, because Tanjiro definitely killed that guy. So, I mean, because they descend as far as I know, they disintegrate after they're cut. So I don't know what he's going to do. Is he just going to take the one chick and then try to take her blood, or what's going to happen? I'm not too sure.
This is what they're gonna do. They're gonna strike the
And
blood.
she's gonna say, "This is so much fun."
They're gonna strike the blood, okay? Finally, I'm able to make another reference to Strike the Blood without ever watching the show.
I like that show.
I love it. Every time when I'm doing a review and I see some staff member worked on Strike the Blood, I go out of my way to say, "Hey, these guys worked on Strike the Blood." I like saying that. Strike the Blood. Strike the Blood.
Strike the Blood podcast in the future.
I'm down. Strike the Blood. We can strike the blood while we strike the blood.
Have you seen it, Sasuke?
I have not. I don't know what's going on.
It's definitely up your alley. I think you'll really like it.
Doesn't it have a lot of fan service?
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually a changed man. Like,
Oh God.
I've noticed.
I'll convert you back.
No, it's just like I'm reading Domestic Girlfriend, and there's a lot of nudity, and I'm just like, oh,
Hell yeah, there's a lot.
that's
of nudity.
there. Yeah, it's just
side
there.
boob times a million.
I think I'm actually getting desensitized to fan service. Maybe I need to take a break from anime and manga and boobs in general, but I don't know.
You're right. I think we all need to take a break from boobs. And speaking of taking a break from boobs, let's talk about CKOA. I didn't forget, but I almost did. It was close, you guys. I really almost forgot. In the middle of that transition to where, speaking of, let's do shoutouts. It was 1 second off from being shoutouts instead of CKOA. So this week, Dororo got 3 passes. Fairygon. What did Fairygon get, you guys? What do you think he got?
It better have gotten killed. I mean, I don't watch it. But
was that a toilet?
I'm at a loss for words.
Is EA just dropped from the call? Oh my God. Fairygon got 2 kills. 100% kills. It is gone.
Yay. About time.
Fruits Basket. 3 passes, 1 kill.
Hey, wait.
Yeah.
And this. Wait, did you watch it yet?
I have not seen it yet.
Damn it. Well, you did see the picture, so that's the only thing I'll say.
I saw Twin
Tails. Yeah, we got Twin Tails Toru. And yeah, that's all you need to get a pass, in my opinion.
Yep. Isekai Quartet, 100% pass. One Punch Man, 2 passes, 1 kill. Somebody not happy about that animation still. About that
These
SeaTactics
damn
slideshow.
problems, I swear to God.
Oh, EA's back. You flushed the toilet and you dropped from the call.
I know.
I thought for a moment you flushed your phone.
This is the last time. The last memory.
You're like, oh no. Goodbye, EA.
Zoku Owari Monogatari, I think the show's over at this point, actually. But one pass and one kill. And then finally, EA asked you viewers at home, between the three hosts, who do you think would get eaten first if they were on a stranded island? How many votes do you think EA got?
Hold on. Flush. No.
I don't think EA would get any votes. I think I would get some votes.
Correct.
I'd probably get some votes because I'm a bigger dude, so there's a lot of me to go around.
EA didn't get a single vote.
Wow. No one wants to eat me.
Satsuki the Savage. How many votes did he get?
I don't know how many people voted, but I think I got at least one.
You got one.
Yeah. Oh, that's not a good thing.
2 people picked me. I won this one, you guys. I'm being eaten.
It's because you can do them squats.
I'm being eaten first. Satsuki's being eaten second. Everything animated is surviving.
I can see it.
He's got the
Oh
most
my
to live
God.
for. What
Not.
me and Satsuki.
I'm pretty sure it's. I'm pretty sure it's EA.
Yeah. EA's got the most to live for. Me and
Thank you.
Satsuki, we're just, we're drifters.
Yeah.
Going from town to town, talking it up with a bunch of other people, getting them girls every night.
Speaking
Then
of
you head
getting,
on back to the road, and then once you get done getting on the road, you get back home and you say to yourself, "Man, that was fun."
it's like that. What is it? What is that song Metallica covered by Bob Seger?
Here I am on the road again. There
Yes,
I am
Turn the page.
up on the stage. Yep.
Satsuki, me and Satsuki's life is turn the page.
There I go. Turn the page.
Speaking of turning the page, we just turn the page to the shout out section. Everything animated. Where can they find you?
Is he dead?
Is he dead again?
I came back alive.
Oh God. Where can they find you, EA?
God, this is the greatest connection ever. You can find me at this restaurant, strung out from the road. Cause riding six. No, I'm kidding. I'm on Twitter. I completely forgot to post my other 2 videos for Phoenix Fan Fusion, which were for Saturday and Sunday. I have those videos somewhere. I guess I should upload them since I have them. I'll post them. I don't think anyone cares, but it's fine. I'll post them. A couple people do. I'll post them. And then I think after Sasuke reads Domestic Girlfriend, I'm just going to say, you know what? I'm going to do Domestic Girlfriend. I think I'm just going to go and do it.
You're gonna do a domestic girlfriend?
I am. Because I have one.
Nice. My wife.
Here I go. Turn the page.
Satsuki the Savage, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on the Twitter. I got 3 followers today. I don't know what I did right this time.
It's because of what you're reading.
Yeah. Domestic side boob.
I don't know. But damn. damn, I lost. Oh yeah, I was going to say the cult grows stronger. Join a cult if you don't want to be disposed of, guys. I'm actually uploading videos on YouTube again after like a month hiatus of like
Oh,
no solid no solid videos.
oh my gosh.
Getting back on Attack on Titan and One Punch Man as well.
You have to make
That's about it though.
you have to make an epic welcome back video. You have to
Oh,
like
so-
do a cool intro where it's like, and it's just you coming back.
So,
Already too late.
Oh,
well, not if it's even more epic. What you can do is walk out in front of a stage of 100,000, right? 100,000 screaming Satsuki fanatics, Hulkamaniacs, but Satsuki, Satsuki maniacs. Yeah, and
what you gonna do, brother?
and there's just pyro going off everywhere. There's so much pyro going off that the audience catches fire, and Satsuki is sued into oblivion.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. What?
Satsuki
I think
paid
I'll pass.
for $5 million in fireworks, and it did not stop. It took 5 days for it to all go off. That's an epic return.
If I ever paid $5 million for anything, that is not me. That is an imposter.
So that's it for the King of Anime podcast. We went 20 minutes over.
We like each other. We missed each other because I wasn't here last week.
I apologize to the viewing audience. Bye.
They love us.
See you
Bye.
later.
See ya. We love you.
Johnny.